Welcome to this week's Brittany's Bites, and Happy New Year to you. We are in 2026 now, and that means some of us may be trying to turn over a new leaf and eat a little healthier this year. Well, if you're looking to do that, or if maybe you're just sick of all of the casseroles we've been eating lately, this salad is for you. It's just a simple chopped salad, very easy to do. You probably have seen it many times before online. It's very popular, especially with a certain reality TV show family, but the ingredients can vary a little bit. So I'm just gonna make what I like to do and then share it with you. So let's get started. Now, the simple recipe for this chopped salad is just iceberg lettuce, but I like to mix in a little romaine as well. So I'm just gonna take, isn't it so easy to have it already pre-shredded? I don't always trust them, but they say they're washed and ready to go. So I'm gonna put this in here in my big bowl. There's the iceberg. And again, you could just leave it at that, but I'm going to now mix in a little romaine, or actually this is just shredded green lettuce. So man, we've got lots in here, and don't worry, I have just washed my hands, so we're good to go. I also have some tongs here I'm gonna use for later, but I just wanna make sure that all of this gets incorporated and mixed up. So we have some pretty green color there as well. All right, the next ingredient is just some simple chickpeas or garbanzo beans. I definitely drained them and rinsed them, and I don't know if I'm gonna use the whole can yet. I'm gonna start off just by sprinkling some in. Of course, as always, you could leave these out if you don't happen to like them, but these really are sort of the star of the show when it comes to this salad. So we've got that. The next thing people do is put in salami. Of course, you probably know by now, I don't eat meat, so I've got a little plant-based here, but you also could use ham. I've seen people do that, or turkey. You just wanna slice it up really thinly and then sprinkle that in. Got that going on. And then this I've also seen not included, but I love red onion. So I am going to include some red onion in my salad and just sprinkle it in. And I love the colors so far. It's very appetizing if you have something really colorful. It makes you want to eat it, right? So this is sort of the basic salad. As I said, it's very simple. The next thing we're gonna do is make the dressing. And the dressing is also very easy to do. It just starts out and actually comes together with some of the ingredients you probably already have in your pantry. Olive oil, I put about a half cup in here, and to that, I'm going to add, oh, you know what? Just kidding, I forgot one main ingredient, which also you could leave out, mozzarella cheese. That is one of the star ingredients as well. So I'm gonna sprinkle that in. Again, if you're trying to not overdo it, you could leave that out and it'd be just fine, but I'm gonna put it in. Okay, so we've got the half cup of olive oil here, and now we're going to add in about a quarter cup of red wine vinegar. I've got my measurements on the other side here. Of course, you can see that this is not exact. You should never measure like this. You should have it on a level surface. But for our purposes, this is what I'm doing. Okay, almost there. Okay, and it's getting everywhere. Perfect. All right. Now we will put in 1 clove of minced garlic. Put that in right here. Already got that ready to go. The next ingredient will be some salt and pepper. Crack that in there, some pepper. And this next ingredient is something you also could leave out. If you don't want to include it, totally fine. But by now you probably also know that I do love some spice. So I'm going to sprinkle in a few red pepper flakes just to give it a little kick. Then the Dijon mustard. Of course, a very simple vinaigrette can come together with red wine vinegar or another type of vinegar, olive oil, and Dijon mustard, and it's so great. We're just gonna use a tablespoon of this. I do love mustard, so I don't care if I'm doing a little extra. Got that in. And then the last thing we're gonna do is add in about a quarter cup of grated Parmesan cheese. And I don't have a little measuring cup over here, so I'm gonna eyeball it. It's totally fine. Say that's about good. Now I do have somewhere around here a mason jar that I like to sort of shake up and make my salad dressing. Couldn't find it, wasn't handy. So we're just going to whip it up and whisk it up to make sure that, of course, the oil and the vinegar get combined. We know those don't like to mix, right? Okay, that looks fantastic. See how quickly this comes together? And we're making this with almost all homemade ingredients, except for obviously the cheese that we're putting in there, but a salad dressing from scratch, that's not bad, and look how easy that was. All right, now all we're gonna do is pour this over the top. And I'm going to, I don't wanna overdo it. You can always add more, but you can't take away, right? So I'm just gonna start with a little drizzle and then use my little salad tongs here and see it all come together. It smells fantastic. And I might end up, once I mix this up, it gives you a better idea of your ingredient ratio, but you can see how much that salad got coated. That's why it's a good thing to just start slowly and add if you want to. But I also think I'm gonna add a few more ingredients. I'm gonna add some of the red onion because I want a little bit more, maybe some of the meat and a little more beans as well. But there you have your simple salad. It comes together so quickly. And of course, in this new year, we're getting back to the grind and maybe you want something very quick, easy, simple, and not so bad for you. Give this simple chopped salad a try. If you would like to see all the ingredients I've used today laid out for you, you can go online right now to WBIR.com.